lane. DeMar DeRozan and the Toronto Raptors in a back-to-back last night after the game winner. Bismack Biyombo getting his fourth consecutive start. There are nights in basketball when you grind, and chase, and trail. You might be losing all night, but you know if you just hang in there, things might work out, especially if you have friends.
That's just Corey, you can trust him with something like that.
With their last lead of the game, a distant first quarter memory, DeMar DeRozan had the ball with moments to spare last night in Washington. DeRozan pushed, Joseph in the corner for the win, got it! Corey Joseph in the corner for the win! And with Corey Joseph's game winner, the Raptors walked off the court last night with a 4-game winning streak intact. Home tonight to face a Phoenix team on the rise. Toronto looks to extend. All's well in the 6, but will the good times roll, or will the Suns set on the north? Let's find out. Welcome, everyone, to BMO Raptors basketball on Sportsnet. The Phoenix Suns are in town to take on the Toronto Raptors. The Raptors, a dramatic finish last night in Washington, D.C. to earn their 4th consecutive victory in front of their hometown crowd. Can they come away with 5 straight? Hi, everyone. I'm Matt Devlin alongside Leo Routens. We welcome you courtside here on this Sunday evening. The Toronto Raptors late last night in a game in which, well, it's just going back and forth and slugging
come on, just
it
come
out.
out and say it. It was ugly. It was an ugly game.
It wasn't pretty until the final 3.8 seconds when Corey Joseph hit that 3.
A great play all around. First of all, the coaches came up with the play. DeMar Carroll on the inbounds did a great job of finding DeMar DeRozan, who found Corey Joseph. And the key was DeMar DeRozan reading Corey Joseph's man. He left him, he came running at DeMar DeRozan, and that pass was delivered on time, on target. And Corey Joseph has been spending so much time adding that 3-pointer to his game, day in and day out, knocked it down without a blink of an eye.
You know, a couple of things there, too. Kyle Lowry set up as a decoy in the play. Of course, he has been lights out, and all of that would not have happened if John Wall had made 2 free throws. He did not. Corey Joseph delivers the game winner. All right, you take a look at the backcourt matchup this evening. These are 2 backcourts that are 2 of the highest scoring backcourts in the NBA. Of course, for the Toronto Raptors, Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan over the last 2 games. In each of them, they've combined for 47 points.
Putting up great numbers offensively, but I think what they have to do in this matchup is use the size of DeMar DeRozan to become a factor. Didn't get to the free throw line as much as he normally does against Washington, but I think against Phoenix it could be a major factor. DeMar DeRozan stepped up big late in the game with some shots. Kyle Lowry's been shooting the 3 ball extremely well, but what's impressed me is his defense, Matt, stepping in the lanes, leading the NBA in steals, getting it done. But together, last night, 27 for Lowry, 20 for DeRozan, 6 of 11 from 3 for Kyle.
Phoenix a little bit more unconventional. They have 2 point guards that start in the backcourt, but this is really led by Eric Bledsoe, and then you have Brandon Knight. They bring speed.
They really do. Still not sold if this is going to be the long-term answer, but they do bring speed. Brandon Knight gives you a little bit better shooting from the perimeter. He can knock down the 3-point shot, but one of the common denominators for both is they can penetrate, and it's going to be critical for the Raptors to take Bledsoe and Knight, not allow them to build up a head of steam coming up the floor and get into the paint to create shots for themselves and their teammates. Keep them on the perimeter.
They can also, of course,